Good day, everyone. Today, we will have a debate about should HSC compliance be the responsibility of the engineering team or the dedicated HSC department. So, we have two teams here, which is Team A and Team B. Team A argues that the engineering team should be responsible for HSC compliance as they have a direct understanding of the project's intricacies, while Team B argues that a dedicated HSC department is necessary to ensure specialized knowledge and full-time focus on HSC compliance, reducing the burden on the engineering team. We will start our debate session now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will argue that the engineering team should be responsible for HSE compliance as they have a direct understanding of the project intricacies. Let me come to my first point. We believe that HSE compliance should be the responsibility of engineering team. The team has a direct understanding of the project intricacies, making them the best suited to ensure compliance. The team understands the design of the system and the hazard and risks associated with operation by placing the responsibility of HSE compliance on the engineering team. We ensure that safety considerations are integrated into all aspects of project planning and design. This eliminates the risk of separate and disjointed safety planning. I would like to give the reason why engineering team should be responsible. Let's delve further into reasoning. Proximity to project execution. The engineering team intimately involved in the project execution, having a direct oversight of the construction, installation, and operation phases. Their close, their close proximity to activities put them in a better position to monitor and address the HSE concerns promptly. Being on site, they can be witness potentially hazard firsthand and take immediate action to mitigate risk, ensuring a safer working environment. Real-time decision making, given their direct involvement in the project execution, the engineering team is often required to make a real-time decision to ensure the project progress and meet the timelines. By placing the responsibility of HSE compliance on the engineering team, important safety consideration can be integrated into this decision-making process on an ongoing basis. This allows for a guide and responsive HSE management throughout the project life cycle.
Then, technical competence. The engineering team possesses the necessary technical competence to assess and address HSE risks specific to the project. They understand the intricacies of the system, equipment, and processes involved, enable them to identify potential hazards and develop appropriate control measures. Their expertise empower them to implement engineering controls and design features that enhance safety and environmental performance. Next, cost efficiency. Allocate the responsibility of HSC compliance to the engineering team can lead to cost efficiency. With a dedicated HSC department, additional resources such as personnel and infrastructure may be required, potentially increasing project costs. By integrating HSC responsibilities into the engineering team's existing role, the project can avoid duplicating efforts and achieve cost saving while maintaining a high level of safety and environmental standard. Then, ownership and accountability. Placing HSC compliance in the hands of the engineering team fosters a sense of ownership and accountability. When team members are directly responsible for ensuring the safety and well-being of the project and its workers, they are more likely to take their roles seriously. The heightened level of ownership can result in a proactive approach to HSC compliance, with team members actively seeking to identify and mitigate risks. And last, collaboration and communication. By assigning HSC compliance to the engineering team, collaboration and communication between different project stakeholders can be enhanced. The engineering team can work closely with contractors, vendors, and other project partners to ensure HSC requirements are clearly understood and effectively implemented. This collaboration fosters a shared responsibility for safety, promoting a stronger safety culture throughout the project.
Hello everyone. So what is HSE? HSE, Health, Safety and Environment Management, is a set of process and procedures designed to identify and mitigate potential hazards in a particular environment, develop best practices for reducing or limiting those hazards, and train employees in accident prevention and response. I strongly believe that a dedicated HSE department possesses specialized knowledge in HSE regulations, standards, and best practices. Their expertise allows them to provide comprehensive guidance and support to the engineering team. They stay updated with evolving HSE requirements, ensuring that the project remains compliant throughout its life cycle. So that a dedicated HSE ensuring that the project remains compliant throughout its life cycle. So that a dedicated HSC department is necessary to ensure specialized knowledge and full-time focus on HSC compliance and not the engineering team. I would like to discuss on how the companies can do to improve their HSC compliance develop. Firstly, develop and implement a comprehensive HSC policy. The policy should outline the company's commitment to HSC and should set out the company's HSC objectives and goals. Second, provide training to all employees on HSC matters, which employees should be trained on the company's HSC policy, how to identify and mitigate hazards, and on how to work safely. Next, we should conduct regular safety audits, which safety audits can help to identify and correct any HSC related issues. Moreover, we should invest in HSC-related equipment and resources. The company should invest in HSC-related equipment and resources such as personal protective equipment, safety signs, and hazard assessment tools. Lastly, create a culture of safety. The company should create a culture of safety where employees feel comfortable reporting hazards and where they are not afraid to speak up if they see something that is unsafe. By taking steps to improve their HSC compliance, companies can protect their employees, their customers, and their environment.
I do see your point, but incorporating an HSC department in the project would undermine the engineering team's accountability and involvement in the project, reducing the quality of the output. An HSC department will likely not fully understand the specific needs of the project, which means the important details could be missed. Furthermore, it is true that the engineering team has a direct understanding of the project intricacies. They are the ones who design and build the project, so they know where the potential hazards are and how to mitigate them. They can provide independent oversight. The engineering team is responsible for designing and building the project, so they may be biased towards getting the project done on time and within budget. An independent HSC team can provide oversight and ensure that safety is not compromised.
They can help to identify and mitigate hazards. The engineering team may not be aware of the potentially hazard associated with project. An HSE team can help to identify these hazards and develop plans to mitigate them. They train the employees on safety procedures. The engineering team may not have the time or resources to train employees on a safety procedure. An HSE team can provide training and ensure the employees are aware of the risks and how to mitigate them. The engineering team has a direct understanding of the project intricacies. It is important to have an dedicated HSE team as well. This team can provide an independent oversight, expertise, and training to help ensure the safety of the project.
Sorry, but I don't agree with you. By having dedicated HSE department, the burden of HSE compliance is reduced for the engineering team. Okay, the engineering team can focus primarily on their core responsibilities related to the project. Okay, while the dedicated HSE department ensures full-time focus on HSE compliance. Okay, this division of responsibilities allows each team to concentrate on their respective areas of expertise, right? But there are a number of different HSE reporting structure that can be used. And the best structure for an organization will depend on its size, complexity, and culture. Okay.
Then, however, there are some common elements that are found in most HSE reporting structures. First and foremost, line management. In most organizations, HSE responsibility is delegated to line managers. This means that line managers are responsible for ensuring that their employees work safely and that the organization complies with HSE regulations. Then, HSE specialists. In larger organizations, there may be a dedicated HSE team of specialists who provide support to line managers. The HSE team may be responsible for developing and implementing HSE policies and procedures, conducting safety audits, and investigating accidents and incidents. After that, senior management. Ultimately, the responsibility for HSE within an organization rests with senior management. Senior management must ensure that their organization has a strong HSE culture and that HSE is a priority for the organization.
Sorry, but the engineering team's immediate response to HSE issues during the project execution is crucial. Since they are directly involved in the day-to-day activities, they can quickly address any safety concerns that arise. This enables them to make a real-time adjustment to mitigate risks and ensure compliance with HSE regulation. By taking direct responsibility, the engineering teams can establish better coordination between engineering tasks and safety consideration, leading to a more seamless integration of protocols.
Okay, yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. But the dedicated HSE departments provides independent oversight and impartiality in enforcing HSE standards. Okay, their roles includes conducting regular audits, okay, inspections, and risk assessments to identify any potential issues. Okay, they can also provide specialized training and support to engineering team, enhancing their awareness of safety protocol, incident investigation, and lesson learned. Okay, in the opportunity event of an incident or accident, an HSC department can lead the investigation to determine the root causes and contributing factors. Okay, they can analyze incidents, identify trends, and develop preventive measures to avoid similar occurrences in the future. Okay, this systematic approach to incident investigation and lesson learned strength HSE performance and foster a culture of continuous improvement. Okay, regulatory reporting and compliance documentation. Compliance with regulatory reporting requirement is critical for HSE. Okay, dedicated HSE departments can ensure accurate and timely reporting to regulatory authorities. They maintain compliance documentations and manage permits and license. They can also assist the engineering team in preparing required documentations, relieving them of administrative burdens and ensuring comprehensive reporting. Okay, specialized resources and tools. HSE department can access to specialized resources, tools, and technology that facilitate effective HSE management. Okay, they can leverage advanced software for risk assessments, incident tracking, and environmental monitoring. Okay, additionally, they can maintain relationship with external experts and consultants who can provide valuable insights and support for complex HSE challenge. Okay, continuous HSE improvement. A dedicated HSE department foster a culture of continuous HSE improvement. Okay, they can establish performance metrics, track key indicator, and drive initiative to enhance safety, health, and environmental performance. Okay, by focusing solely on HSE, they can dedicate their efforts to proactive measures when benchmarking against industry standards and implementing industry best practice. Okay,
Okay, I
fine.
agree with point that given by Fikri, but I want to add some more. Expertise in HSC regulations, HSC compliance requires an in-depth understanding of local, national, and international regulations, which are constantly evolving. A dedicated HSC department is equipped with the expertise and resources to stay abreast of changing regulations, ensuring that the project remains in. Their specialized knowledge allows them to interpret complex regulatory requirements, develop comprehensive HSC programs, and guide the engineering team accordingly. Risk management and mitigation. HSC departments are well versed in risk management practices and have experience in identifying, assessing, and mitigating various workplace hazards. They can conduct true risk assessments, implement controls, and establish monitoring systems to prevent accidents, injuries, and environmental damage. Their expertise complements the technical knowledge of the engineering team, enhancing overall risk management effectiveness.
Let me to interrupt. HSC compliance should be the responsibility of the engineering team due to their deep understanding of the project's intricacies, their ability to integrate safety measures effectively, and their immediate response to HSC issues during project execution.
We will say that a dedicated HSE department is necessary to ensure specialized knowledge, full-time focus on HSE compliance, and reduce burden on the engineering team, allowing them to focus on their primary tasks while benefiting from the guidance and support provided by the dedicated HSE team. Since the time is running out, we will jump into the conclusion. To sum up, both arguments have merit. While the engineering team has in-depth knowledge of the project's intricacies, it's crucial to have a dedicated HSE department to minimize the risk of bias. Designing a system is not just about its function, but includes ensuring its safety. The team must work together with the HSE team to ensure HSE compliance. Ultimately, the most effective solution depends on the type, scale, and nature of the project. One potential agreement could be a hybrid model that combines the expertise of the engineering team and the specialized knowledge of a dedicated HSE department. Team A argues that the engineering team should bear the responsibility, highlighting their direct understanding of the project intricacies, proximity to project execution, technical competence, and ability to make real-time decisions. They emphasize the advantages of integrating HSE considerations into the engineering team's existing role, including cost efficiency, ownership, accountability, collaboration, and communication. On the other hand, Team B supports the establishment of a dedicated HSE department, emphasizing the department's specialized knowledge of HSE regulation, risk management expertise, consistency across projects, compliance monitoring, training, and education programs. They argue that a dedicated HSE department provides a comprehensive and systematic approach to HSE compliance, reducing the burden on the engineering team and ensuring a higher level of expertise and focus on the HSE matters. By working together, projects can create a safe and environmentally responsible working environment while ensuring compliance with regulation and standards. Thank you.
Thank you.